Greetings to you from wherever you're watching us this evening. You're welcome. I'm Yemi Adebayo. Well, it's a lovely Tuesday evening, and there's a lot to talk about. Championship side Brentford has knocked out Newcastle from the Carabao Cup at the quarterfinal stage. That's piece of news that I came into the studio with, and of course we expect the big one later tonight. Manchester City and Arsenal. Will the dwindling fortunes of Arsenal, will it remain that way? Will they crash out tonight? Or will everything turn around with this crucial game against Manchester City? Just thinking out loud. So we'll see what happens. At any point, there's something to tell you. We'll always revert back to let you know what's happening in that game. Of course, there's a lot happening on the domestic scene. Today, 7th edition of the Nigerian Pitch Award takes center stage. It happened today. The organizers, part of many setbacks, put up the 7th edition of the awards, where deserving footballers, administrators, stakeholders, corporate bodies were honored for their activities in the course of development of the game. As a matter of fact, it's all about rewarding excellence. We're going to talk about that tonight on the show. There's a lot about the Pitch Awards. Of course, we're going to give you a list of the winners. And of course, Channels Television was there. Channels Television received a special recognition. I won't let the cat out of the bag just yet, but you're going to be seeing all of those things. And as we move on the show, our thoughts, our hearts and minds with our teams on the continent. We're talking about the Aba Elephants, Eimba, and of course, Rivers United. Those two teams will be representing one in the CAF Champions League and of course one in the CAF Confederations Cup. And hopefully we will be able to, get a sneak peek into what is happening in Sudan and of course into what is happening in Bloemfontein in South Africa, to know how well our teams are doing ahead of that crucial encounter midweek. That's tomorrow. So that's it. Then, of course, when we're done with that, we'll talk about the Winners' League. We'll also talk about Lionel Messi, the man who keeps breaking records and making new ones. We'll talk about that. And hopefully we'll end the show if there's something to tell you about the EFL Cup. So that's the outlook of the show. And hopefully, I'll be joined by some of my friends as we take a look at what is happening in your amazing world of sports. But first, let's start with what happened today. The Pitch Awards, as I told you earlier, 7th edition went down today. And of course, winners is no longer news. Winners have emerged. A lot of people were recognized, were honored. Not just the footballers. We talk about journalists, talk about the critical stakeholders. We talk about corporate bodies. We talk about well-meaning Nigerians who have done a lot to support football and achieve in the round letter game. So let's allow you to enjoy these reports put together on that event that happened today. And of course, after that, we'll come back to discuss more on the Nigerian Pitch Awards.
The much-awaited 7th edition of the Nigeria Pitch Awards takes center stage in Lagos. The annual event is organized to honor the country's top performers in the game of football. Guests comprising football administrators, stakeholders, dignitaries, journalists are all in attendance. Leicester City midfielder Wilfred Ndidi wins the King of the Pitch Award, as Asisa Joshola is named Queen of the Pitch, while awards are also presented in different categories. Channels Television receives a Special Achievement in Football Award at the event of Channels International Kids Cup, which is a child development project and has been successfully organized by the company for many years. Matchmakers Consult International, organizers of the awards, reiterate its commitment to rewarding excellence.
I have my eyes for the future. And what I'm trying to say, in fact, is that as long as God will keep us into good old age, this award will definitely outlive us by God's grace. We put the right structure in place. Once it's built on truth, it's built on integrity, and then we have the right college of voters. We didn't set out to make money. And that's why this award, I would say, arguably so, has remained one of the most, if not the only audited award in Nigeria.
First of all, I think you give honor to who honor is due. And I think there are people, and I like the fact that it's not just celebrating like people who play sports. It's celebrating journalists, it's celebrating people in media, it's celebrating humans who have in some way or the other contributed to the betterment of society.
The Nigeria Football Federation pledges to continue supporting the event.
The organizers have been very tenacious. If not, they would not have even been able to hold it this year. So that's why the NFF has been impressed and stuck with them and said, look, keep doing what you are doing because you're doing a great job. Yeah.
With the successful staging of the events, despite many setbacks, the organizers can now heave a sigh of relief as they look forward to hosting the next edition.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, so Special Achievement Award for Channels Television. Of course, you know the reason why. For the Channels International Kids Cup that has been successfully hosted for many years. It's a development program for kids, and of course, it's part of Channels CSR, Corporate Social Responsibility. And so there you go. Let's just quickly roll through all that you have on your screen. At the awards today, Team of the Year went to the Aba Elephants. Talking about Ehimba. The year under review is 2019. That must be said. Coach of the Year, Get Out Raw. Goalkeeper of the Year, Daniel Akpeyi. Defender of the Year, William Trus Ekong. You have Midfielder of the Year, Wilfred Ndidi. Striker of the Year, Victor Osimhen. Emerge striker. Could of the pitch, Aziza Ochola. King of the pitch, Wilfred Ndidi. Let's talk about the Football Journalist of the Year. Our own Austin Okon-Akpan came out tops in that one. Of course, we're going to be talking to him shortly. Football Journalist of the Year, Radio, went to Wale Adigun. Of course, you know this event celebrates not just the footballers, the journalists, the stakeholders, the administrators, corporate bodies, ensuring the growth of the game. Football Journalist of the Year, Prince Johnny Edwards. Football Journalist of the Year, that's for online, Samuel Amadu. Special achievement in football award, of course, it goes to no other than Channels Television. We're still in celebration mood right here because of that. Other awards, states with the best grassroots program, according to the Nigeria Pitch Awards, goes to Lagos State. Football-friendly governor, Ifeanyi Okowa, that's the governor of Delta State. Samuel Okparaji Award goes to the LFF First Vice President Sheyi Akiwumi. Grassroots Sponsor of the Year goes to ITO. That's it. So those are that's the breakdown of the awards for today at the Nigeria Pitch Award. And to talk more about the Nigeria Pitch Awards, let me quickly introduce from the Lagos studio, Kehinde Idris, came in a rush, but all the same, it's good to have you here with me tonight.
It's good to be here. Like you said, came in a rush. Sometimes
it happens.
This traffic.
It happens. It happens.
and I got caught up. So I'm here finally.
Yeah.
And I think I came in almost at the right time where Channels Television has been celebrated amongst a lot of other persons who are done good. I've got one-on-one relationship with some of them, like Journalist of the Year TV, Austin Akpan Okon, Radio, Wale Adigun, and the host of others. I think we're in a place where easily you get punished for doing wrong. And then do you praise those who do so well?
Yeah.
I think these are one of the things that makes us remember that if you are staying away from vices, you want to stay with the right things, there would always be a reward at the end of the day. And that is the reward right there. Like you mentioned, it cuts across everything. State is winning, administrators are winning, fans are winning, journalists are winning, footballers are winning, and, you know, a host of a whole lot. And I think always, it's always very, very lovely. Though some person will still question some of the awards.
Yeah, but, you can't please everybody.
But that is how an award or awards are always... usually are. You can never, at the end of the day, tell me the entire world agreed with your, select or with the word select. And that is the same thing with Pitch Award. Fantastic one.
All right. Let me go to Austin Okon Akpan. Our man is right there in London. First, also, I would say congratulations to you. We picked the award on your behalf. You weren't here, but we did. I'm very sure you heard the news. So congratulations to you once again. And it's a good day for Channels Television. You won the award. And, of course, Channels got that special recognition award as well. But your thoughts on the Pitch Award, something you've been involved with a lot in times past.
Sporting greetings, Yemi. Good to be on the show. And let me also say congratulations to the team at Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. It is a testament of the amount of work we put into sports journalism in Nigeria. So I'm super excited that we got that award. By the way, that's the fourth one in the bag for the team. So it's a really good one. It motivates you to do some more. But the real joy is with the Football Achievement Award. The Nigeria Pitch Awards gives the Channels International Kids Cup that award almost every year. It tells the beautiful story we're telling with the Channels International Kids Cup, how we're promoting football at the grassroots, putting smiles on the faces of those young persons, letting anyone that cares to, know that there are talents right there in the schools and that we can actually catch them young and that we can do the right thing. And then it gets sweeter. We can combine it with education, or we can secure a glorious future for these kids who intend to play football. So congratulations once again to Channels Television. I love this one so much, and I hope that we will keep the momentum going. We'll keep doing those things that we need to do to be the model that we have been for sports broadcasting in Nigeria.
All right, let me keep you on, Austin. Stay with us. Let's talk about the CAF Champions League, and I have Kenny Idris with me as well. It's going to be a big day tomorrow, so let's just give you some tidbits we've put together. Let's start with the CAF Champions League. Let's give you some information about where the Aba Elephants will play first leg of that game. Al Merrek is the team they are up against. Al Merrek, a team from Sudan. The venue of that game is the Al Merrek Stadium in Omdurman. Capacity of that stadium, just imagine if there was no COVID, 46,000. Tough grass. Grass. So, no excuses. You get to play. Yeah, get to play good football. Well, is the game going to, which day? Is it tomorrow, Wednesday, December 23? Yep. Time, 2 p.m. Nigerian time. So if you're looking out for that game, you have any way to get to see that game, just know that it is 2 p.m. And the stakes very high. Very high. Idris, we have 2 teams left in both competitions. Yes. And a lot of people are afraid CAF will begin to think, why are we giving these guys 2 slots? they can't even handle one.
They can't even handle it. And I'm scared for this because last time it was after you beat Raimo, you moved to the next phase and you played a club from Sudan. Last year, Eyimba went up against Al Hilal and they lost. And now you're playing Al Merrek. Look at, you just talked about if there was no COVID, 46,000 capacity, all yelling, screaming, and everything they are screaming is against you, and it goes a long way. Okay, now there is no, the fans won't be as much.
As they should be.
There will still be, some little, but it won't be as much. Added advantage for a away team. Then also, our teams used to grass. This is pure grass. You guys are used to playing on artificial top, but Eyimba have a semblance of grass, so they can, get to match. But where I have the issues with, these teams have discipline. These teams probably to an extent understand what is at stake. They go in there, get the needed result. Like a colleague of mine would say, it is not a time for Eyimba to think, I'll go there and get decently beaten. I'll lose 1-0 or I will lose 2-1 and then I'll come back to Aba and do the business. Because against Raimo, you went there 1-1-0, came back to Aba, you couldn't muscle out a win. It ended 1-1. Let's say it ended 0-0 right there at Raimo.
They will have
with 1-1, you would have been out. So it is not a time for the team to start planning on. Go there and have one thing in mind. I'm going to Sudan to play Al Merrek to win.
And at the very worst, don't lose. Just
don't even put that, don't lose, don't draw. Just put it at the back of your head that you're playing on a turf that you're going there to win.
All right.
That should be the idea.
All right. Austin, dive into the conversation. We talked about it as well yesterday, and obviously you have your fears, like a lot of us do. This time they had good traveling arrangements. We've discussed that extensively yesterday, but it's still a big one against a well-drilled side. So what do you expect from Eimba tomorrow? If you were able to speak to the coach, Coach Fatai, what would you be telling him to do? How would you approach this game? Are you going to be cautious? Are you going to go guns blazing? I mean, what? I know you're not a coach, but, we all talk football with our mouths anyway.
Yeah, so just straight up, Eimba need to understand that this is business and they've got to be professional with it. Bring all they have. I said it last night on the show and I'll say it again. When you go away, you need to be good. And when you come home, you got to be better. So for Eimba, they need to go back and look at how they almost lost it against Raimo in the preliminary round. That should keep them on their toes. It was so close. They almost blew it away. So with that, this is not Raimo now. This is an American team that is more disciplined, that's got more experience in the CAF Champions League. So you cannot afford to blink against this team. And I've been looking at their last match in the preliminary round, talking about America now. Their opponents from Congo, they played 1-1 on the first leg. They were so dominant away from home, talking about the Sudanese side. And then when they got home, they wrapped it up, winning 2-0. So it means they are business-minded. It means they know that they cannot, underrate Eimba in any way. If they can approach Oto Dioyo in the preliminary round the way they did, then against Eimba, I'm sure they're going to double their effort. So this is what I'll be saying to Fatai and his team, that when you go to Sudan, give your best. Be good with your business. Be cautious with defending. Don't concede so much. Even if you lose a game away from home, if you lose like 1-0, you can, come back home and see what you can do. But they should try to be very cautious. They should try to also see if they can get goals, because nothing beats away goals in a two-legged fixture. So they understand that this is business. Eimba has got a lot of experience in the CAF Champions League, got some of their players. The only thing we're worried about with Nigerian football now is match rustiness. We saw a little bit of it against Raimo, but now they know that this is serious business at this stage of the competition. So let's wish them all the best tomorrow. Go out there, do what you can, be good away, and get better at home.
Thanks, Austin. Kenny, I don't know. There are fears on quarters that, yes, you have to defend. Yes, if you don't concede goals, you're still in the game. But defending sometimes in African football tends to be counterproductive because you get pummeled, you start making mistakes, you get cards, and before you know it, you started out trying not to lose, and you're losing everything.
And you're losing. I don't know of yesterday, but today, if you're a defensive side or you're playing a game and you set out defensively, one of the things you don't toy with is that you've got guys who are counter-attack minded.
Yes.
They are so good with counter-attack that
take half a chance,
and they nail the team. Because a team that is attacking are always vulnerable behind.
Yes.
So if you've got those guys who are so good counter-attack wise, then those balls come out, you get 2-3 of them running up, and you have a chance. But
if you're
the type who just want to defend,
just lock.
You would at the end of the day blame yourself. You would definitely blame yourself. You sit down there, and then when you get those few balls to your feet, you don't even know what to do with the ball. You don't know where you're going with the ball. So you end up returning the ball to the team that is attacking, and they come back attacking. And there is something about sitting back. You soak in the pressure. If you're not doing counter-attacking, you'll get to cave. And when you cave, one goal will change the entire plan that you've got for that game. And when the entire plan goes wrong, then it will just be,
Everything
falls apart.
Everything
And
falls into
that
pieces.
is why I'm always scared of
Okay.
you attacking in African football, where I've seen a lot of teams do the iso pressure but not breaking counter-attack.
All right. So I want to pause you there because we need to go on a break. We'll go on a break now. When we return from that break, we'll still be talking CAF club competitions and the involvement of Nigerian teams in those competitions. But first, we'll just go on a break. We'll return for more Sports Tonight. Welcome back. Let's just pause a little with the CAF Champions League. We also have a date to keep in the CAF Confederations Cup, talking about Rivers United. Let's give you some match details about Rivers United, what they're up against. Bloemfontein Celtics is the team they're going to play. You already know that. Some little details about Bloemfontein Celtics. Of course, the venue is the Petros Molema Stadium in Bloemfontein. Capacity is 22,000. Turf, grass. Date Wednesday, December 23, time 5 p.m. So before 7-8 tomorrow, we already know our fate. We already know our fate.
Matches rounded off.
About what's going to happen.
Yep.
All right, let's really go to Bloemfontein now and I'll talk with veteran tactician, veteran gaffer. That's the coach of Rivers United, Stanley Eguma. He joins us on the show tonight. Coach, it's good to have you join us on the show. Let's just dive straight into everything. How are you feeling ahead of the big one tomorrow?
Thank you very much. Good evening.
Yep.
Well, we are in Bloemfontein Celtic area now, and we are ready for the game for tomorrow. The players, the spirit in camp is high. The players have done their last workout today, and I feel that everybody is ready to go. Now the game is a game that we must give our best for us to get good result. We know that it's only our best that can get us a good result, and we will be thinking of how to, get the result here and not to wait till the home game. So I think that we are ready for the game tomorrow, and we hope that we will do well to make Nigeria proud.
All right, Coach. In your opening statement, you mentioned good result 3 times already. So what's the definition of a good result? I may sit here and think a good result is a win, but for you, Coach, what's a good result? Is it not losing? Is it winning tomorrow? Is it reducing the margin of the loss? What do you mean exactly when you say you want a good result tomorrow?
A good result is to win a game. It's when you win a game that you get a good result. However, in a match of this magnitude, there are some results that that can be considerable. When you go and you get a score draw, it's a fair result. So because the importance of away goal cannot be undermined. So that is why I say good result. These are results that we're expecting tomorrow.
Let me just ask you quickly. How much do you know about your opponents? Trust me, Bloemfontein Celtic already has your tapes. They've looked at everything. They've prepared. They know your players. But how much do you know about them going into this crucial game?
Well, I wouldn't say we have a lot of those, but I know that in recent times, we have seen them in their recent games, watched the show of their tapes. And again, here in South Africa, as we came in, we have also been watching the clips of their league games, and we know their position, how they're faring in the league, their league competition. But that is not to say that their performance in the league, is what we are going to. We are not going to look at that. We know that the Confederation Cup is a different ball game, and the fact that they qualified to this stage means that they are a good side. We're not underrating them, but we know that we can match them too, pit for grit, and we can also, get good results here. We can win them. They are also vulnerable because the last game they lost at home to the opponents, But then we are not relying on that. We are going to work harder, see that they don't take us. We don't lose, to them at home here. So these are some of the things we know about them. They also a tie that plays a very good football. They are the side that scores goals. They are a high scoring side. Most games they have played, they have scored goals. Even the ones the away games they play at home here, they've been scoring. Their last game, they played 1-1 away from home. Their last MTN final they lost 2-1 to Lando Paris, and they were able to score. So we can see them as a team that scores in almost every game they played in recent times. But then we are also taking that into cognizance and they ensure that we tighten up our defense and also employ that away, fashion out away tactics that will also make us to score goals. Because we also know that our defense is vulnerable. They've been conceding goals too. So these are some of the clips about them that we have.
Right. Look, you're sounding very optimistic, and my mood is lifted speaking to you. You're sounding very optimistic, and but what about your players? Do they share your views about Bloemfontein Celtic? It's the approach to the game the same? Are they, are you passing to them? Because I could almost feel the optimism, and it's infectious. I hope that the players feel the same way you feel about the game tomorrow.
Yeah, the players are, like I said, they're in high spirit. They are very optimistic. They are well motivated. The sponsors of the team, the state government, have promised them a lot, and I feel that the players are not willing to lose any of the goodies that have been promised to them. And again, I feel that they realize that the whole country is solidly behind them. And as we are here in South Africa, they see themselves as the national team of Nigeria representing the country. They are not just here to represent the River State. Well, what they've been saying is that they are representing the country and they want to make the country proud. In fact, after our training, our workout this evening, I was so impressed with what I saw in them. The spirit was high, and I see their response, from the training, from the workout, was so amazing, so fantastic. And I believe that if they reproduce that tomorrow, I don't think that we will come back without smiling.
All right, Coach, before we let you go, let's talk about the experience. You know this team. You're a vastly experienced manager yourself. But collectively, looking at your players on this stage, how much experience do they have together as a team? I'm not talking about individuals. You probably have individuals who've played for big clubs, who've won something. But as a team, as a collective, how much of experience can you say your team have in handling games like this?
Yeah, like you rightly mentioned, I have one or two couple of players that have experience that played at this stage. But as a team, I must say that we do not have the experience. We have not acquired it because we have not played, as a team in this kind of competition or this level before. This is the first time we're playing it. And you know that in our Nigerian league, have not started, and we've been a bit out of serious action like this kind of a thing. Unlike our opponents who have been playing in the league, they are presently playing in the league in South Africa, and I think that is a big plus to them. But for us, our league have not started, and I think it's a big minus to us. But we're looking beyond that, because we have individual players in the team that have a lot of experience, that can carry the other ones, the younger ones, ahead. So we are very, very optimistic that we can move ahead with what we have now.
All right, Coach Stanley Eguma, I want to thank you for your time on the show tonight. We wish you all the best. Trust me, Nigerians are behind you. And hopefully, after that game tomorrow, Rivers United will be in a good position to qualify, hopefully.
Thank you very much.
All right. We're speaking with Rivers United manager, vastly experienced Stanley Eguma. I still have Austin Okon Akpan with me. Austin, I'm very sure you listened in. So I want to get your thoughts on what the coach has said. From here in the studio, you could feel the optimism, and the optimism is infectious. And I like when coaches sound like that. But what's your take listening to Coach Stanley Eguma?
Yes, Coach Stanley Eguma did say a lot of positive things, and that's all he can give before the game. put out there some, optimism. I love the fact that he said that they're beginning to monitor their opponents and that they know one or two things about them, which is very important. He also mentioned that they've learned something from that preliminary round match against Futuro King. So put all of these together and see the essence of staying in the CAF Confederation Cup that can work for Rivers United. It's going to be tough, no doubt, because we mentioned that Blue Fountain Celtic has got good structure and then good management going for them. Uimuchi also reminded us yesterday that they're also doing good in the league, So they've got form on their side because they've got a league that is going on. Rivers United are still trying to find the momentum due to some match rustiness that I've seen because the Nigeria Professional Football League has been on hold since March the 18th. But if you go by the things Coach Stanley Aguma said, particularly saying that he expects good things. That's what he kept saying, that he expects something good. And that's a good aura of positivity, and I hope that it counts for something for them tomorrow. The good thing is that they've got a good complement of their team. No major injuries. Definitely the players would have also learned one or two things from the preliminary round experience. So we can only wish them all the best. Rivers United is a decent side, and they've gotten good support from the state government, which we commended that they could touch down in South Africa on time, which is a big plus. And play football, and hopefully it goes their way.
All right, hopefully it goes their way. Kennedy, you also listened to him. You were nodding all the way. I couldn't nod because, I was a lot of people were watching. But you were nodding all the way.
Yeah.
He said all the right things.
Yeah, he said all the right things from Stanley to Austin. Both are saying things we want to hear. We're hoping we'll see things we want to see when the game starts proper. I want to go to the preliminary match. That Rivers United, remember they had to qualify via penalty right here, in Nigeria, and it was a proper struggle. It was a proper struggle, and there is one lesson from that anybody can get to play you at your game. Yes. Anybody can come anywhere or go anywhere and do the business. Now you're playing a team, yes, maybe not as experienced in this magnitude of game, but when it comes to being at that height of one of the top leagues in Africa, Celtic in South Africa is one of those teams. And like Stanley said, like Austin also reiterated, they are playing, their league games are ongoing. Also, the other competition is also ongoing and they are involved. So competitive games, they have it under their belt this season so well. Remember, after the COVID, the South African League resumed, finished the league, they went on break, started a new one, and started other competitions. And they have been part of this entire time, whereas our team is coming from playing academies, playing friendlies to go and play this competition. It might tell, but we always have a way when we want to do it. We always have a way, to do it. And you said it all. We're backing them, we're wishing them all the best. But after saying all of the beautiful things and seeing all of the optimism, like I penned down something, the coach talked about good spirit, high spirit in camp. We want to see the high spirit when the match starts. Because when it starts and Celtic says that you are not a fairer of them right there at their pitch, it helps to, help them slow down, and probably you can get the needed result. I don't want to... He said good performance is taking 3 points, is winning. And that is just the idea. Winning should be the benchmark. Nothing like I want to draw or I want to lose marginally little. No, it should be winning. And Stanley, thank you for saying good performance is taking, taking the game all the way.
Not in short. All right, so that's it for our teams on the continent. We might get back to this discussion if there's a need to, if there's any update to give you. But let's leave it at that for now. Let's spare a thought for the women. They're showing the way, blazing the trail in domestic football. And it's match day 3 on the domestic scene, the NWFL Premiership. That's what it's called these days. Let's give you the fixtures now. Let's look at it quickly. 7 matches to be played across the nation in 7 different cities. And it's all good. Bayelsa Queens up against FC Robo Queens, Confluence Queens up against Nasarawa Amazons, Delta Queens up against Sunshine Queens, Edo Queens up against Rivers Angels. There's some more. That's it. You have Abia Angels taking on Dream Star Ladies. You have Ibom Angels taking on Royal Queens. Shoe Babes taking on Pelican Stars. Babes, Angels, and Queens.
And Queens.
Stars.
And
that's what they are.
There is a lady somewhere.
That's where that's what they are.
I said it last week,
Yep.
and I'm saying it again. I've also said it to friends. Everybody should sit back and take a time to watch any of these games. You might not
especially
be able to,
because the guys they're not
that is
doing
where
anything.
I'm going. You don't
have an excuse.
You don't have an excuse to tell me because there is an MPFL game going on at this time. But trust me, if you can summon the courage, I don't know for whatever reasons why you don't want to sit in female football or women football in the first place. But if you summon the courage to watch just a game and you don't get addicted, then call me names. They've had very fantastic football. Also, having in mind that we should have had about 16 teams starting the league. But at first, 4 were suspended. They were told you cannot be part of. But because of the delay, 2 teams were able to rally around as quickly as possible. And they met up with the requirement. And they made it 14. This is what we are saying. This is the standard. I don't care whichever team you are. For as long as you cannot meet up, then you shouldn't be part of it.
You have no business.
Is the league not ongoing?
It is.
Are we not enjoying it?
We are.
With the 14 teams. This is the idea. It doesn't have to be 20. It doesn't have to be 18, 16. Any amount, get to play and look at match day 3. Fantastic football. The support is ongoing. And Aisha Falode, Ayomide, all of the women that are attached to women football in Nigeria, setting the pace, pathfinder, and maybe it is time for those who are handling our men football to look into this. Some might say the women's league might be easy. I don't know how easy it is, but talking to any of those ladies, they've told me it's not as easy. They just have to walk to get here. So if we want the MPFL to be at this, look at Yemi. Every now and then, if the match finishes now, in another 5-10 minutes, result is there online. Clips are there for you to see. Everything is as you go and check out MPFL highlights. It takes about 3 days before you see anything tangible. The scoreline, it takes a while, or you might have a media officer who is telling you, okay, I'll send the result. A lot of funnies.
I know.
This is as easy.
I know. Let's not get into it. You know,
I'm just saying, well done.
Kudos to
the women in charge of this. Continue to set this, set the
pace. All right, blaze the trail. That's it. All right, let's just quickly talk about what's happening now in the Carabao Cup. That's where Austin is, as a matter of fact. And of course, he's with us on the program. And of course, he's trying to see if there's anything breaking where it is. So let's just go to him and I know why we're speaking. If something happens, he will let us know. Let's go to Austin now. Austin, today, Newcastle got bundled out. And Manchester City and Arsenal currently going on.
Yeah, and just before you got into the analysis, Arsenal got themselves back in the game. As early as the 3rd minute, they conceded Gabriel Jesus with the goal, and then Arsenal fans started again. Is it going to be another difficult night? But Alexander Lacazette has drawn level for the Gunners, which is good news for them right there at the Emirates. So it's 1-1. Gabriel Martinelli with the assist. So let's see what Arsenal can do with this one. Remember yesterday I told you that they can use this one to bring themselves back into football because it seems like they've lost that spark that we saw at the start of the season. You know, so it's Arsenal 1, Manchester City 1. And it's still game on. Just 32nd minute played so far in that one in the Carabao Cup.
You'll be our eyes in the Carabao Cup. One, you're talking with us, but yet one high on what is going on right there. Thank you very much, Austin. Your thoughts quickly. We're pressed for time, but you think Arsenal can turn this around?
It looks like it. This is a cup game. Cup games have a different kind of spirit, a different kind of, momentum, and probably Arsenal really does need this. And they're already showing that they meant business, at least to a level. I'm not saying it because I'm on air, but with the results, it's showing that, probably they are meaning some more business. For the Brentford game, I think that's the game I really want to dwell on. Brentford already this season showing that not promoting into the Premier League might be, disappointing, but still rubbing shoulders with the big boys, they can hold their own. You need to see games they played in the Carabao Cup, putting teams out. Now it's Newcastle, and I'm enjoying this roller coaster ride already.
All right. So that's it. We're about to cross the finish line on the show, but I think it's only fitting that we head with the story of this man, Lionel Messi, winning the Pichichi award as the top goal scorer in La Liga. Austin, before we let you go, quickly, I want you to be quick. Is there anything else that can surprise you about Lionel Messi?
Nothing, Yemi. Arguably the greatest we've seen with football in current times, clinching the Pichichi. Not anything surprising to some of us. And what amazes us is the evergreen status that Lionel Messi has given us every now and then. So I don't know. I mean, so sometimes when you hear all of these laurels that Lionel Messi has received, it makes you want to say, okay, maybe let him just leave Spain and go somewhere to see if he can.
Yeah.
Messi.
All right. I want to thank you for your time on the show today. It's always fun. Talking sports, time never enough. But anyway, I want to say thank you to you.
Thank you so much, Jimmy. Always a delight to be on the show. Thank you.
All right. Kehinde Idris, we're about to go. Any surprises? Any more with Lionel Messi?
No surprises. I think this is what these guys do. And off the top of my head, I'm trying to project. How many more years do these guys have? Messi, Ronaldo. When you think they're slowing down, they step up again. I am seeing 4 or 5.
4 or 5. Oh.
I'm serious.
Okay.
I think these guys have a way of turning the edges when we think they're slowing down again.
Okay. All right. So that's it. It's a very good place to leave it on the show tonight. And that's a wrap. That's a wrap on the show. We're back again tomorrow. But first, I want to say thank you to Kehinde Idris for taking that time to be here.
Yeah, it's always lovely being here.
And thank you as well for allowing us to be a part of your day. We'll be here again tomorrow. I'm Yemi Adebayo. Bye-bye now.